It'll be the hosts who will get proceedings underway. And City now have the opportunity to extend their lead at the top. Try to bring in Mabuda, cushioned header though by Clayton. And a little bit of miscommunication, and Mabuda's onto this. And he squared it, but couldn't. And a third time. Went a little deeper with the cross that time. But on this occasion, it was just deceptive. Layoff, Bracken, Charles, Mabuda. Bracken, it's good play, Robertson, unlucky. First touch was good, but it was a difficult one to hit first time, and he just found it going across his boot. And it brushed away and out for a goal kick. Could have been so much better. He's unlucky though. Alex Robb final on Tuesday night when the Blues try to make it to the last four. Just pause on that thought as Bracken hits the shot. It's charged down and then thumped away in the nick of time as well. So 22nd minute in this Premier League 2 clash. As Bob hits it, but it's straight into the arms of Heggie. On two, which might just get Clayton in. He's kept it in as well. He's got beyond Ashimang. The shot is over the bar from Cornier. He was that's the best West Ham moment of the match so far. Kieran Slicker in. He can really have a surge forward here, having beaten the West Ham press. Here's Mabuda. Still Mabuda. Another attempt on target, but like the Oscar Bob shot from the free kick. Heggie not really. And now Swire. Good sliding challenge by Samuel. Swire hit the shot. Slicker was firmly behind it. So another attempt on target. 4 wins and 3 draws aside from that one defeat. But here's Carlos Borges for City. But brings in Samuel. Charles again. Decides to have a go. Puts it over the bar. Not scored since September 2021, the City captain, Shea Charles, out so far. Here's Bob. Good ball. Carlos Borges, has he got the pace? Yes, he has. And on it goes towards Bracken. Bracken gives City the lead. Just as I was saying how often City score goals, they do so right on cue. Brilliant from Carlos Borges, but a lovely finish by Cian Bracken. Once he took it, he just nudged inside the defender and thumped it into the roof of the net. And he knows who to thank for the ammunition, Carlos Borges. It's his 5th goal of the season, Cian Bracken, matching his total of last season. And the Blues lead at West Ham by a goal to 0. Well, Bracken was on target against West Ham in the game in September. So he clearly finds the hammers to his liking. And City lead. It's a super finish, wasn't it? Just put his foot through it into the roof of the net. And 10 minutes from half-time, the Blues in front. Heading for 5 points gap at the top of the table. Beyond second place Chelsea. Here's Bob. Mabuda. Bracken. Bob again. Lovely feet from Bob. Robertson, Bob, was that a foul? Referee says no. Bob was looking at him. Referee said nothing doing. Here's Mabuda. Great ball across the face of the goal. Charles. It's a good ball. Bob took it beautifully. Bracken. Not quite this time, but more really good possession from City. well on top in this game. One back by West Ham. Here's a Pia Forson. Shot charged down. Mubamba was looking to give West Ham the equaliser, and the header just wide by Cornier. Well, that is far and away the closest that West Ham have come to a goal. As the cross came in, it looked like Cornier would probably score. But it just takes a little nick on the way out. That's the biggest scare that City have survived in the first half. And that is indeed the conclusion of the first half. Well, City on top, no question. Just the one goal, it was well taken. Carlos Borges setting up Kian Breckin. So the Blues are a clean sheet away from extending their lead at the top of the table to 5 points over. So what can the Blues do here? It is Robertson, and it hit the outside of the post. Well, the goalkeeper was beaten, but his left-hand post wasn't. Within seconds of that free kick hitting the post, almost grabbing a second here. They serve up from this one. Ball back to Carlos Borges, and it goes to Ashimang. Now Bob again. It's a good play from Bob, and a brilliant finish. Oscar Bob makes it 2. That is a wonderful goal from Oscar Bob. He went over to take the corner short with Carlos Borges, got the ball from him. A little drop of the shoulder, cut inside, and then lashed it into that far corner. A quite beautiful goal from Oscar Bob. By a Pia Forson, Okaflex. It's a good ball as well, and out comes Slicker at the feet of Swire, going and still holds the ball. And now Robertson and Mebuda. Good save by the left. Mebuda again. Again, it was on target, but to full time. And Chelsea will be under enormous pressure. But, oh, is that a foul? Referee says it's not. City got themselves into a tangle. The ball was played through the middle, and Charles, and now Bob. And Carlos Borges, and it's an own goal. City now have a 3rd goal. Well, seconds earlier, West Ham looked like they might go and make it 2-1. But then within, 30 seconds, the ball's at the other end of the pitch. Carlos Borges plays it in low, and it's an own goal. And the Blues lead by 3-0. And it's poor old Potts who's put it into his own net. So 3-0 to the Blues. The important thing is that it's 3-0 to City. Here's Clayton. And it's off the line. Managed to push that one away. Okoflex. And the deflection just goes onto the top of the net. Another West Ham corner. Could have been a lot more. Well, they've definitely... Orford. It's well worked by West Ham. It's a good ball in as well. Nicely done, equally so by Charles. Here's Samuel. And the flag has stayed down, and Breckin is onto it and makes it 4. Well, once he'd got the go-ahead by the assistant and he was onside, Kian Breckin, he set about trying to find a finish, and he certainly found one. Beautifully taken. His 2nd of the game. And now he moves on to 6 for the season. Look how well he takes this. Brings it in onto his left foot. And dispatches in the 58th. And now Breckin for the 2nd time in the 70th. And the Blues 4-0 up. Bob tackled but kept alive by Samuel. And Adams' ball in earns City a corner. Well, has he given a penalty for a minute there? Robertson. It is 5. Beautifully dispatched. Confidently dispatched. And City are 5-0 up away from home to just one position. That clip is going towards the net and it's headed away magnificently. It was Burns who came across and headed it and then collided with the post to the degree that he actually took it off its moorings. Chester's beyond slicker, but that is really excellent defence. Trying to take on Adam. A bad ball in, and indeed it's dragged wide by Swire. Took a little nick, I think. So it'll be a West Ham corner. Hamilton. Galvez on his overlap. This could be another wonderful goal from City. In the end, it's just a corner because Dixon's shot was blocked. But the way they worked it so patiently from the... Samuel again. Nicely done by Samuel. And here's Bob. Good save. Bob looking for a 6th, his 2nd of the match. And Heggie in the goal, keeping it at just the 5. And a fitting way to extend their lead at the top of the table to 5-0. So, to 5 points, I beg your pardon, courtesy of a 5-0 win. 5 goals, all of which had something about them to admire. But they're going to concede in the last kick of the game, practically. They're not going to get the clean sheet that they wanted. Not sure the word consolation really